Welcome back to another Bolt tutorial. Have you ever spent time and energy building a beautiful Bolt component like this and you want to copy and paste it from one project into another? In this video, you'll learn how to use the GitHub Connector powered by MCP to seamlessly duplicate components, pages, and even multi-page features between your Bolt projects. This is one of the most game-changing workflows in Bolt because it makes your work portable from one project to the next. Whether it's a pixel-perfect page navigation bar or an advanced filter, sometimes even a feature written in another coding language, you can now connect these pieces together, which means faster builds, tokens saved, a less repetitive workflow, and a much more scalable way to create. As a prerequisite, you already need a GitHub account and have connected that to Bolt. To do so, click the GitHub icon here in the top right and follow the prompts. We also have a video called GitHub Fundamentals explaining how to do so. For this example, we're going to duplicate these components here with this animated border. So let's create a new GitHub repo, give it a name, animated border, and create repository. To view this in GitHub, simply click Go to Repository. Now that this project, along with these components, have been saved to their own GitHub repo, let's configure the GitHub Connector. Within personal settings, you'll see connectors, which is powered by Anthropic's Model Context Protocol, and select GitHub. Click Connect, and now we need to generate an API key from within our GitHub account. Click on your avatar in the top right and go to Settings. On the left-hand side of your profile, scroll all the way down to Developer Settings and then Personal Access Tokens. Click on Fine Grained Tokens. Here we can generate a new token. Let's name it Bolt MCP. Choose an expiration or select no expiry. I'm comfortable giving it access to all my repositories, but if you're not, you can just select the ones you want to. Time to add the agent permissions. So let's click Add Permissions. I usually select all of these, but feel free to add whichever you feel comfortable granting the Bolt agent access to. By default, these are marked as read only, but you can always change them to be read and write if you'd like. And now generate token. Back in Bolt, let's paste that token and click Connect. And just like that, GitHub is connected. We can click on this card, explore it a little bit. For example, we can view all of the tools that the Bolt agent now has access to within GitHub. If we close our connector settings and we go to the bottom left of the prompt box, here under connectors, we can now see that GitHub has been toggled on and it's enabled, demonstrated by the green light. With that all set up, we're ready to start our new project and bring these components over into it. Let's say this is the new project that we're working on and we want to bring those animated border cards into this section. First of all, let's make sure that we've turned on our corresponding connectors. By clicking plus and then connectors, here we can go enable GitHub. It's best practice to only turn these on when you need them to avoid adding unnecessary context into the agent's context window. Because we're about to ask the agent to go into another project's GitHub repository, find the matching code, bring that back here and implement it, which is likely to use up a fair amount of context, it's best to clear the context before starting off, typing /clear and enter. Here's our prompt and listen to how specific I am being. Using the GitHub connector, look at my animated border repository, addressing it specifically by name. On the landing page, you should see a features section. Please look at the animated border effect with the mount position on these cards. Add that same animated border effect, which follows the mouse onto the problem and solutions card in the project in the Y task flow section. Also, reorganize this so the problem is vertically above the solution and the cards are horizontally aligned. Let's let the agent plan this out first and build. So here's what the agent has carried out. I'll start by examining your animated border repository. It's gathering key files such as border glow and features. It's also checking styling documents, adapt the color scheme, add each card with the border glow and more. Let's implement this plan. And just like that, in one prompt, the Bolt agent has successfully been able to implement this border glow effect onto these cards here in the new project. Now let's adding the entire landing page into this project. So this is what we want to add. The name is Launchly. It's got this hero section, social proof, these cards, some more cards, testimonials, pricing, and a footer. Let's prompt it. In the navbar, add another link for alternate landing page. Similarly to before, use the GitHub MCP to understand the animated border repo. This time, I would like you to bring the entire landing page into this project and add to this link. Let's plan it out and build. Here's the plan. It's determined there were dependencies to install, adding Google Fonts, adding a router in app, etc. with 13 detailed steps. It's asking us a few clarifying questions, so let's answer those, turn it off plan mode and build. The agent's finished working and let's test it out. Alternate landing page, and just like that, it's perfectly imported our other project, animations and all, including this animated border, the how it works section, testimonials, pricing, even with the counter and the footer. Now you can use your tokens wisely to build components once and copy and paste them into your future projects. Now let's get a little experimental with this. Here I've found a public repository by Kadir. It's called TextStream, and it's a free macOS teleprompter with real-time word tracking, just like you can see here. Now, here's the tricky part. We can see that this is written in 99% Swift, the language used to build native iOS and Mac apps. Because the Claude agent is powered by Claude Opus under the hood, and this frontier model has a decent understanding of Swift and a very good understanding of TypeScript, let's ask the Bolt agent to completely transform this Swift project into a working React TypeScript app. First, let's fork this project. I'm happy with this name and create fork. Now let's build this out as a new Bolt project. We'll make sure that our GitHub connector is on. Here's our prompt. Look into my GitHub repository called TextStream. You'll notice that the project has been written in Swift. I want to copy the features of this project here into Bolt, converting the project into TypeScript. It should be as functional as possible. We'll put the agent into plan mode so it can explore the GitHub repo first and build. The Bolt agent has built out a very comprehensive plan, which is 15 steps long. It all looks good, so let's implement. The agent's just finished building this multi-step process, and look what it's created on its first shot. It's been able to create a TextStream interface here with the text, and in the top right, let's click Start. Welcome to TextStream. This is your teleprompter. Paste your script here, hit play, and start speaking. It works, which is absolutely incredible. The fact that the agent could turn all of that Swift code into TypeScript and implement it in a Bolt project is just phenomenal. This unlocks the whole world of open source projects that are out there on GitHub. As you saw in today's video, you've been able to bring in components, entire pages, and even features written in other programming languages into your Bolt project. Now you can start building up your own personal library of components, perhaps even share these with the community, and use these to fast track your Bolt projects while saving tokens. I hope you found this video useful. As always, if there's any content that you'd like to learn more about, please leave it in the comments below and we'll do our best to get to it. And with that, all the best implementing GitHub connectors into your project.